So we've had a little problem. Our float's not shutting off, and I believe that it is due to getting some mud or dirt or something out of the pond. And I think the way this float here has those diaphragms in it, I think maybe something there's gotten dirty, not allowing it to work right. So we're gonna work on it while ago, but it takes. So I'm not sure if it took while ago or not, but the water tank was overflowing. I think the valve's plugged up. We're gonna take it apart and look at it. But I don't know if our camera was actually working or not still. So, glad we grabbed this smaller one because that one don't fit. And of course, it's a square-headed. So I gotta try to get this. Hope I can break them loose with this. Was hoping to already have the cows moved and be home by now. But you can see how that's working for us. It's like every night, it's always something.
What? Scoot out a little bit?
No, you're fine. Well, these things are it's going to be a pain. Trying to get this out by hand because this thing's kind of tough to get these screws out there, and they're pretty good.
Why don't you use the drill?
Oh, we do have the drill, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here because you're smarter than I am, dude. Never even thought about that. That's fine. I think you have no place to put all these screws.
Here, hold in my hand.
No, that ain't gonna work. I can't take the risk of losing them, buddy. If we don't have these, we can't do. I'll put them right here on this tray. Don't hit that.
Alright.
I'll tell you that, and I'll probably wind up hitting it. What do you think?
Yeah. What are you doing with the drill?
I'm tightening it up. So I'm hoping that there's just some dirt or something in here in these baffles, and we can clean them out, is what I'm really hoping. My mama had to run over to the feed store tonight and get some mulch and stuff, so
She's going to Kenny's, Dad.
She's going to Papa's feed store. What I just said, buddy. But I called Orscheln's, and they have some brass float valve, kind of like the Muellers and them Bobs, kind of like what Russ Wilson uses. We've been looking to get one of those. I actually ordered one today, but it won't be here till Thursday. So they have one. I had her pick that up. It's about twice as much as what the one is we ordered. But if it works, we're gonna have to have it.
Dad, did Mama order me something?
No, buddy.
She said she did.
Well, if she did, I don't know. So, well, I mean, it's a little dirty in here, but it's not bad. Unless, I'm not real sure how all this, leave that alone, buddy.
But that's dirty in there.
Leave that alone, okay?
Okay. Look at the inside of it right there.
I know, buddy, but I'm looking for dirt or something big that's clogging it up and why it ain't letting it shut. I'm not really sure how these work. That is one thing that'll be good. Once we get that other one, it doesn't have the diaphragm or anything, so it'll be super simple. It won't be all this stuff to get plugged up. I'm really not seeing a reason. Besides, there is a little bit of dirt in here, but that's the only thing I'm seeing.
What's that do?
It pulls more of it apart. Okay, that doesn't really do a whole lot. Let's see if we can get these few screws out right here. So I guess this is going to turn into us taking apart the whole valve. Ooh, there is some water in there. But ooh.
That's really dirty, isn't it?
So you can tell this old pond water. Oh yeah, there's some gunk in here. So I'm guessing that's probably what has been causing the last couple of days. It's not really wanting been shut off all the way. I kind of messed with it yesterday and it got to working again. Get this rag out. I'll wipe everything down. And we'll try it again. There's lots of gunk in here. So I'd say just a buildup of that is probably what's causing all these little bitty pieces not to work
Right.
properly.
And this piece.
All this sediment in here building up, which we're gonna have to go swimming here sometime and look at our pipe in the pond. I'm not sure why it's got so much dirt around it, unless maybe the holes got drilled on the pipe too low. We need to get that blocked off. Where it's, I'm wondering if it ain't sucking water too low out of the pond. But turn around, buddy. Show them the big mess.
That there is our mess.
We got out here a while ago. The water was running over the top, so I'm sure it's been running all day long. Well, no, I come out and checked it this after about noon. I was passing through, so I ran out and checked it real quick. And at that time, the pump was running, but it wasn't filled up. So sometime between then and then, it got hung up and quit working again.
And it's still running a little bit, but
Get out of the mud now. You don't need to be stomping around in all the mud. You're going to get filthy.
and it's still trying to get a little bit of water out. It's just
Got the pump shut off, buddy, remember?
no, there's water coming out.
The pump is shut off. It's just dribbling a little bit of stuff out. Let's move here. So what we're doing now, I'm just going to go through here and clean all these little valleys and stuff out here. I don't really know if that has something to do with it, but you can see there is a mud buildup in there. So we're going to get all that out, and we're going to hope that takes care of it. At least for a few days till we can get that other valve in. Which the cows only have about 1 or 2 more days back here where they're going to be on this system. Then they're going to be, we're going to probably going back to just gravity, which will still be using the same tank and stuff, but we won't have the pump, and we will probably, hopefully by then, switch out to a different
Water tank?
no, to a different
Pump?
float.
Because that float kind of big.
The float's fine, buddy. It's just it's not made for dirty water.
It's made for clean stream water, isn't it?
No, it's made for like well water and stuff. Ooh, that's going to be the only thing I don't know about. There's a little bitty ridge right here. Okay, it's on both sides. Never mind, that ain't going to hurt nothing then. Okay, well, was that spring on that side, or was that spring? Crap, now I've kind of forgotten how this thing was even put together. I wouldn't say maybe it goes through.
No, it doesn't. Goes on. Oh, this one's already. Huh.
Hold on.
That's how it goes on. No, that's not.
It went.
But
I think the spring went there. I think this goes on the. Let's see.
have a video.
I think you'll just. I think the spring fits around. I don't think that comes back and pushes against that. We may have to shut the phone off and get the video out and see what we had going on before. Now I'm not quite, I can't quite remember how it went for sure.
I bet you got it.
I hope so.
I'm really teary. What?
Why? What's wrong?
Sweat's getting in my eyes.
Well, it's not tears, Bubby. It's sweat.
No, it hurts your eyes, and then it makes you tear.
Oh, okay.
Because it can, you know what it feels like to get sweat in your eyes, don't you?
Hold on, I dropped on the screws. Now we got to try to find a screw. And it's great because now we've got all this extra grass trampled down here. This is good for the dirt, but it ain't good for finding screws. Bubby, so much for being home early tonight.
Yep. Let me cut it.
Nope, I have no idea where it's at.
Dad.
What, you see it?
Cut it.
Right there it is, right there.
Good thing I have
Atta boy, you found it. Hey. Sorry, girls, water's out of commission for a minute. Here in a second, I'm going to have him run over. We're going to drag this tank down and relocate it real quick, though, too, before we get everything going again.
How come we have to relocate it?
We're going to get it close where they're at and get it out of all the mud.
Oh.
Don't you think we should?
But do we still have any pipe? Do we still have pipe left?
Well, do we remember we grabbed the garden hose a while ago?
Oh, yeah.
So now, I got to try to remember how to get this hooked there. I think it goes like that. I know, baby.
She's drinking it.
Well, she ain't drinking much. So I guess let this be a lesson. If you're using one of these jobe floats, and if you're sucking out of a pond or something like that, always make sure you got a number 1 square bit with you on hand, because that's what this takes. And really, if you're drinking out of a if you're getting your water source out of a pond or something, I don't know that I would really want one of these jobe. There's too much area in here, it seems like, for failure. And like that, if it's a place where we had it set up where we was moving them, moving them weekly or something, and we may only come out and check them once or twice a week, or come out and move them and stuff, you could really drain your pond out in a time like this if this float hangs like it is. So I don't know that I'm really a big fan of these, which we've got the one at the house, but it's the Rojo or something. I don't know, it's the smaller one. I don't really like it that much because it doesn't let out much pressure, but it will. Luckily it's low pressure, so we can use it on our tote for the sheep, but we're probably gonna put in one of these other brass floats once we get them in there too. Yeah, we better get our walkie-talkies out so you can take the buggy down there and turn it on.
Yep. You want to take the camera?
But what we're going to do, so we're going to be trying these brass valves here pretty soon. See how that works.
Hey, Dad, do you want to take the camera?
I will. Can you let me finish talking, please?
Yep. Go ahead, Dad.
So, we'll keep you up to date on that too, and we swap everything over. But we probably will be switching out floats. This is not something we can be having happening.